Guys, Ryan Biddulph here, blogging from paradise. You got Misha in the background, little Sebastian a little behind. We'll see how the reception is sometimes during. Oh, look at my patterned legs. I like that. With the sun coming through. Isn't that both distracting and interesting? Here in Nicosia, Cyprus. And just want to let you know, the internet connection may go in and out. It's not always phenomenal, but this is how we roll. We're here in paradise, Mediterranean island here. Far East, the Mediterranean. So, how? Lost luggage, flight delays, a lot of wacky stuff happening on our trip here to Cyprus. How does that teach you successful blogging? And it's quite easy to see. And the lead-in is just this morning, almost 1 week after we left home. But we're actually coming up on a week because this is Friday morning here in Cyprus. And we flew into Cyprus on Saturday night, late Saturday night, almost Sunday morning. So it's been about a week. I haven't had my luggage. Now, thank goodness, the people we're house sitting for, husband, size just like RB. So I was able to wear some of his clothes, but still, I was missing a ton of stuff, just not having my clothes. It was really not a huge deal because I handled it really well. And I think some of the time Kelly thought I was perhaps Buddha-like, and just, better me than her, because she may not have been happy. And I think a lot of people would have really been upset and just it. Because, hey, it's a full week almost, and you don't have your luggage. You want to get settled in. Now, the day we flew, last Friday into Saturday, of course, there's a 7-hour time difference between New Jersey, Eastern Standard Time, and Cyprus. But between all the flight delays, and one of the flights we were circling for at least 10, 15 times in a holding pattern waiting to land, it was insane. I'd never been on a plane like that, ever. Waiting that long. We're talking 20 to 30 minutes easy, going around. Long lines, customs, long lines at the exchange table, booth at JFK. So it's just an insane journey that with the 7-hour time difference, that's like how long it takes us to get to Bali. We left, time-wise, 4:30 to Nicosia. Almost midnight Saturday night. So it was a wacky time. But lost luggage, not getting it so many days, and calling, and not getting back. Clear and straight and very polite, but very straight and clear and persistent, like a son of a bitch yesterday, in a nice way, but really persistent. I finally got it today. It teaches you successful blogging, guys, because it's all about patience. Let me close this door now. It really is all about patience. And successful blogs, it's a delicious duo, I like to say, because in the beginning I used to think patience meant just being patient. Take your time. Totally true from an energy perspective. With that being said, or having said that, as Larry David said on his Curb Your Enthusiasm episodes, or the one in particular that I love, so happy Curb's coming back. On sequitur moment, who cares? There is a certain, look at her stalking. This is why blogging podcasts and what of the podcasts anymore, but hangouts and live stuff are really fun. They're just in general. As you're being patient, you're still going to move, and you detach, and that's another tip for successful blogging. You're going to move into certain actions to manifest your intent. Or you're holding the intent, but to manifest, certain things. And with me, the action that I took after 5 days, 6 days, or 5 days of waiting. I called numerous times. That was the first action, being on the radar, calling each day, checking in. I think I skipped one day when they said they'd call me back. Because the way it works, guys, it's not just going to the airport here. We're in southern Cyprus. They're in northern Cyprus. They're on the Turkish side. They can't cross over. Many Turkish nationals work for Pegasus Airlines and work for the airport. Well, it'll be Pegasus Airlines because they're the ones who lost my luggage in Istanbul. So if you're a Turkish national, you can't cross the border in southern Cyprus. Not allowed. So I had to meet the guy or the gal or whoever was going to be coming each day, and we tried to coordinate it. We just couldn't get it. I called once or twice every single day, and then finally yesterday I didn't get off the phone, and I was really, really high energy and happy about it, but I didn't get off the phone until they walked over to the other desk, and I called them right back in 10 minutes, and I said, it has to happen now. It's now's the time. I've been waiting for a week, and they said to call Pegasus Airlines back, call back, call back. And I said, no, I can't speak Turkish. I tried a few times, once or twice, people speaking Turkish. So I said, no, no, you call. You can speak Turkish. I can't. So long and short of it, I got what I wanted after being persistent, after moving to the action, but also being patient. And that's one of the keys that most folks missed with successful blogging. They're not patiently who's having fun, who's following their fun, who's creating the value and making the connections. And when you're not doing that patiently, you move from this high energy to a much lower energy, and that leads to miserable failure. In this case, it probably would have led to my bag still being there a month after. And in foreign places, guys, Middle East, some Europe, Southeast Asia, a lot of places around the world, customer service is very different than it is in the United States. You know how it is back home. You bitch, you moan, you get your way almost every time. You just complain, and everybody's so afraid about losing their reputation. Here, they don't care about that. They'll be polite, and they'll be very nice, and they'll do the best they can, but it's a much different scale. But if you don't take some action, permanently backburnered. I'd probably never get my luggage back, or maybe after a month we're flying out through the same airport. I'm not kidding when I say that, because it's just a much different scenario here, energy-wise, which I find so fascinating and neat. So guys, one of the fundamental lessons, be patient, but as you're patient, keep being the person. Don't just sit around, well, be patient, be patient. I'll publish one blog post this week, and I'll network with maybe 5 or 10 people at the end of the week. Unless that feels so fun to you, and that you feel so clear on it, that you're just vibing through the frickin' roof and you're so detached, you're going to struggle like hell. Being patient doesn't give you an excuse not to be the person who has fun, who creates, who connects, who listens to those intuitive nudges. So be the person as you're being patient. And that's going to help you create a successful blog. Number 2, and this is really one of the other main points, I'll probably wrap it up after this because it's freaking like 102 degrees out here today. It's hot. Sprint for 30 minutes, 25 to get up there in time after another story, another blog post, maybe an ebook. I'm really, still almost a little overheated after taking showers and cooling down in like 4 or 5 buckets of ice water, or not buckets, big glasses of ice water that I've consumed. Detachment. I was largely detached from the outcome, even though, of course, I'd like to have my luggage. I trusted in the universe to bring it to me through whatever channels necessary, through my ideas, through my own inspired actions, but so much of it was just coming to me, not depending on the people, per se. And it manifested. That's little Sebastian. So, guys, if you're having a really tough time with your blog, not successful at all, you're struggling, you're failing, whether you're a newbie or a veteran, intermediate blogger, God, I've been there. I know what it feels like. As you're being patient, fun, creating, managing your energy, connecting, enjoying it, cultivate the art of steady detachment, where you detach yourself a little bit more each and every day from what you really, really wanted more than anything. The stats, the metrics, the social shares, the money, the fame, whatever, email growth, who gives a shit? Because you're not doing it for that. You're doing it to enjoy yourself and to have fun primarily, and to create and to connect and express yourself. All the other stuff manifests along certain lines when most of your energy is on the giving side, because you only have so much energy every day. And imagine this side being the giving side and this side being the getting side. Most bloggers, and it was me for the longest time, they give so much of their energy, and they had to set them out each day to the getting of everything, where they're like, let me check stats, let me check money, let me do this, let me do that. And when things weren't where they wanted them to be, fuck this. And I'd quit. And I'd quit. I quit so many times. I'd fail, and I'd quit because it wasn't where I wanted to be. And I was giving all my energy. My giving sucked. My giving energies and my giving. I wasn't telling authentic stories. I wasn't wowing the pants off of you. Not in that way. No. With my podcasts and with, again, I'm mentioning podcasts, but I haven't done them in a while. But still, I kicked ass when I did them. Maybe I'll start blogging podcasts again. Maybe that's a universal message right here, a little nudge, intuitive nudge. Through my Hangouts, through my 1080 HD videos from Paradise, through my 126 ebooks, through my blog posts and all that fun stuff, and my affiliate marketing channels and all this stuff, I couldn't give and do stuff and tell these stories about how 2 Thai ladyboy horrors teach you 5 blogging lessons, make an ebook out of it, and how I was attacked by the wild men in Nepal and link it to blogging. That creativity, when people say, how the hell do you do that? You have such a talent. The giving side, there she goes again, is devoted to giving for the fun of it, and I'm not thinking about the getting. And then the more you do that, the more and more you detach from getting, the more and more cool stuff happens, and you create the life of your dreams. You'll have fun and creating and giving and giving and giving, and you're going to have so much joy for that and put your energy so much there that the giving is going to be the reward. When you already have the reward, you don't need anything else. You don't need the getting. And then when you don't need the getting, then things happen along graceful channels, and everything just comes together, and you live your dream life. So those are really the two main ingredients, the lessons I learned from Cat's crazy, man. It's little Sebastian. You want to go inside? Oh, you're going after bugs? Oh, flies. You know what? Maybe I will close it because the flies are going to start coming. Be patient, but keep being the person. You know, you're going to move into some actions. You're just gonna. You know, you're not going to instant manifest, guys. I'm sorry. Unless Jesus Christ is moved in the bodily form, he's all around us all the time. I know he's in ethers. He's the man. The energy, the spirit. You know, there's no instant manifestors out there. We're going to be moving into inspired action, fun action, and detached action. And that's one of the keys, too. As you're being the person patiently, don't think about the outcome as much. Just fall in love with the process. I actually had fun chatting with them and just focusing on everything else around me here. How cool it was, how beautiful it was. It wasn't really a big deal. And really, when I thought about it, 3 days after we flew out, at the other airport in Istanbul was the horrific terrorist attack that killed 40 people were killed, or 42, and 200 injured. And I mean, we missed that by 3 days. Another terminal. It just helps you see that almost every single thing that we think is a big deal that we build up and that we're attached to doesn't mean jack shit. And the more you do that, you'll be like, oh, okay, no problem. Everything's good. And everything manifested nicely. I got my luggage now, my clothes, my deodorant, soap. Kelly got her soap and her toothpaste, her favorite Thai toothpaste, and her awesome soap. And we got all our stuff now. I have my Blogging Paradise ebooks that I can put up in the background now, or books. So, guys, that's it for today, guys. Feeling so many successful blogging lessons from life. This was a very, very interesting episode. I stayed calm through 99.99% of the whole process, maybe for 5 seconds or 10 seconds on Saturday night. I got a little perturbed, not even outright pissed, but I was just like, oh, man, after this long day and the wackiness, I'm not getting my luggage. But 6 days later, I got it. It's awesome. I was cool through the process. I enjoyed calling, and I enjoyed that call yesterday when I was really clear. It's so polite, so high energy, but just clear and doggedly persistent. That's how I am. That's who I am. That's who we all are. That's being the person. Guys, that's it for today. Hey, buy Creating the Mindset of a Successful Blogger on Amazon. Yeah, I'll link to that down low. I think I'll do that because it's such a such a helpful read for folks who really, really want to say things twice. Ow! Ant biting me. They bite you in the other areas like Asia and Bali, Costa Rica, Southeast Asia. So I put my flip-flops on. But buy that ebook on Amazon. Read it. Click the link below. Buy. Study it. Dive into it. It will really help you get your mind right, so you'll be able to have that fresh, successful, high-energy attitude no matter what happens to your blog, no matter what happens in your life. Because obviously this could have derailed me too with my blog. I've been so pissed about this, just blah, 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 lower my energy, but rocked it out. Guys, that's it for today. Until next time, enjoy Cyprus. Look at me, look at all these patterns, and enjoy